Becky Witzman here to take you through the week on HRTV. This week's HRTV diary at Hollywood Park was fit for a king and a princess.
Okay, I'll give you 3 guesses whose barn we're in. Check out the blanket. Check this out. And check this out. Lucky enough to be Irish. Yep, you've guessed it. The epitome of an Irish-American trainer. It's a shrine to the king, if anyone was wondering. Oh. Everything's green in here. I can't think why.
Do you hear that? He's true 100% Irish.
Arr!
One me lads.
King needs his breakfast before he goes out in the morning. What are we giving King here? Nice shot of Guinness. Look at that. Oh!
Some for you and some for me, eh?
What's better than that? Who eats carrots when you've got Guinness?
This is my boy. That's how he spends his days off. What happens after you win the $2 million sprint?
Behind every good man is a princess. This is Princess Haya. Not to be outdone by the king, she gets a Guinness too. She's a bit more dainty than King. We found the princess. Here she is, Carl, posing. Hail the king! Hail the king! Ooh, he's pumped up. So easy, even a caveman can do it. Oh, I mean Irishman. This is Carl on the king. Hello, handsome. Look at him showing off. Fresh off a jog day. He's gonna work tomorrow. Yeehaw! Let the games begin. This is me on wing forward. Got Carl on the king. Larry the cable guy the pony. We're gonna work 5/8. Got his game face on to the way to the track. Here's the king. Going for a drink. There you go. Need some water. 59 and 3. Perfect. Give him a kiss. Oh.
Keeneland's opening weekend included 8 win-and-you're-in races. We'll see you at the Breeders' Cup.
Hollywood hit with the neck in front. Wise Dan runs on from the outside. Wise Dan, Rafael Bejarano get up to take the Phoenix from Hollywood hit home second.
Tell you, he's been very, very fast in the morning. He's like freaky fast. He'll work 11 and change, and you look at your watch and go, he didn't go that fast, did he? He just does everything so easy.
Wickedly perfect, turns back every challenge. Back-to-back wins for Rafael Bejarano.
Can't believe I'm here with you on the grass talking about this. Incredible. What a feeling. I feel like I'm dreaming, and someone's going to wake me up and say, you know, you're late for the track or something.
Dubai Majesty alongside of a stubborn long shot in old-time religion. Dubai Majesty, Jamie Terrio getting up to take it.
She's been great to us over the years. We've been a little unlucky probably over the last couple of years to not win a grade 1 or grade 2 with her, but we got it done today.
Fantasia diving to the inside. Proviso charges from the outside. Proviso, unbelievable run.
She's been good from the beginning of the year till right now, and that's 4 grade 1s for her this year, and she's pretty as good as they get.
J.B. Thunder has the advantage by 6 lengths. Back to Santiva. It is all J.B. Thunder, Sean Bridgman to take the Dixiana Breeders' Futurity.
He had a lot underneath him, and he surprised us that day, even though we liked him, and he's trained well here. He's been here for 6 weeks. And I think that's a real edge.
Final 16th, Gio Ponte to the lead. Society's chairman is second. The champion, Gio Ponte, to take the Shadwell Turf Mile.
There's no doubt in my mind that he's the best of horse in the country. And I believe he's got 22 starts. He won half of them. He's a remarkable horse.
Rogue Romance from dead last to take the Bourbon for Julien Leperoux.
Well, it's winning. You're in for the turf, so what do you think?
Well, I guess we're in.
Acoma from the outside. Milwaukee Appeal will be second best today. Acoma takes the Juddmonte Spinster.
Yeah, it's her first grade 1 and my first grade 1. So to do it together at Keeneland for Helen and her mother, Miss Groves, and for the whole staff at Middlebrook Farm, absolutely special.
Richard Migliori joined Pursuit of the Cup on Thursday with his thoughts on the great Zenyatta.
Zenyatta in the ladies' secret, and because we're so biased out here on the West Coast, we want an East Coast perspective. What do you think of her performance in the ladies' secret?
Well, what can you say? I mean, she's in a league of her own. She makes her own trip. Pace doesn't matter. Losing ground doesn't matter. All she does is sees what she has to beat, lengthens her stride, gets it done, and then pricks her ears for the picture. I mean, there's so much talent there. I mean, it's a deeper pool of talent than she's ever had to reach down and show. Nobody can say how much more there. Personally, I think there's infinitely more there. And heading to the Classic, John Sheriff, he's the maestro. He'll have her fine-tuned and at her best for the big day.
Richie, was there any moment through the stretch that you thought she was beat? Because I was there in person at track level, and I thought she was beat for the first time. I thought I shouldn't have come here today. I'm a bad omen.
Yeah, actually I did. I mean, that Philly switch ran a big race, and she kicked away hard. Zenyatta put Mike in the game a little bit earlier this time at the 3/8 pole. She kind of, loomed up on them. And Mike kind of, said, all right, let's wait, Big Mama. And, she didn't want to make the lead too soon. And when that mare kicked away, I think it kind of, caught Zenyatta a little off guard. And it took her, about a 16th of a mile to unwind those long legs. But about 100 yards, I thought, man, she's beat today. And then when she kind of leveled off and saw that filly, then she catches her, pricks her ears. It's just amazing what she does. I'm sold. She's one of the best I've ever seen. Maybe, besides Secretariat, maybe the best.
Lone Star's Dash for Cash highlighted some of the fastest quarter horses Saturday night.
Now here they come. Doc's Famous Dash bearing out. Here comes Stone's Puede. Stone's Puede and Doc's Famous Dash. It is a tight one there in the juvenile stakes. Fish and CR now coming gamely. Acorn on the inside. It's Birth of a Nation and Fish and CR. Tight photo between Fish and CR and Birth of a Nation on the inside the printing press. A Snowy Cartel, late bid from Dominion. A Snowy Cartel and the printing press in the Grade 1 Dash for Cash Futurity.
Coming up on HRTV Rewind.
He's unstoppable! He's untouchable! He's unbeatable tonight!
19-4 and still have plenty to spare. Very impressive.
So good right now. No, he's that's a shame. I can race him next year. I would like to.
How would you like to come see a horse being born? This colt is part of our family now.
Hey, there's Mom!
You're guaranteeing that this horse is going to win the Triple Crown.
You're that stubborn.
I'm that right.
From Disney.
This is about life, being ahead of you, and you run at it.
Comes the inspiring true story.
You've taught our children what it is to believe in yourself.
About the courage it takes to become a champion.
I'm so proud of you.
Secretariat, rated PG, now playing.
President of Secretariat.com, Leonard Lusky, joined Race Day America with his thoughts on the film.
Tell us what you thought when you saw Secretariat on the big screen for the first time, having played such an important role in its creation.
Well, I mean, obviously it is exciting, but I got to say it's just so gratifying. I have worked with Miss Chenery now for about a decade, and, my job is to perpetuate the legacy and to try to get as much interest and recognition in his achievements as possible. And all of a sudden, here we are on the big screen. I mean, it's just a great moment. It's a great moment for her, and it's a great moment for the story.
Leonard, when you're looking at a life of like Secretariat, as far as any sports hero, when you see a movie, for the most part, it can't be word for word, note for note, exactly how it happened. It just doesn't work that way. In your opinion, the spirit of Secretariat, his life, his legacy, did they get it right?
Well, they certainly got it right in terms of Penny's story. I mean, the arc of her story is very true to form of the challenges she faced. Now, there were liberties taken, obviously, with some of the details. There's no mention of Riva Ridge, which was of great importance to the Meadow stable.
Sure.
But to make it a movie, it really, we all talked about it. There really was no way to incorporate that without detracting from the story as it is. So it was one of those things where I think Hollywood got it right, actually, in making the best movie that they could.
The crew of Disney's Secretariat offered their insight on the character of Penny Chenery.
She did something unique at that point in time, and it was quite controversial.
You're guaranteeing that this horse is going to win the Triple Crown. Hasn't been done in 25 years.
You're that stubborn.
I'm that right.
Against all odds, she went out there when people said she couldn't and realized a dream.
Which of you ladies owns Secretary?
His name is Secretariat.
And he's going to beat them all.
Secretariat sprinting away.
I don't care how many times they tell us we can't do it. I am not giving up.
She scares me.
Good.
The victory's not whether we hold the gold cup.
Hey, there's Mom.
The victory is whether we gave our hearts to it.
It's something magical that happened that year.
Here comes Secretariat.
Life is about finding how far you can go, how fast you can run.
It's the will to win if you can.
Come on, Red, patience up.
And live with it if you can't.
You're about to see something that you ain't never seen before.
Playing the role of Secretariat's first jockey in the film was real-life jockey Grant Whitaker.
Grant Whitaker. Grant, last August, you're in the room, you see a posting about, hey, they wanted to get some jockeys for the Secretariat movie. What'd you think when you saw that?
I was a little excited. I saw that, and I wrote the number down, and I figured I'd give them a call because, I thought that'd be something neat to do. But after that, after I wrote it down, I didn't really pay attention to it because I was just trying to get back into racing from my injury. So.
And then you decided to make the call. What made you decide, hey, let me see what's going on here?
Actually, my agent now, Benny Feliciano, he wasn't my agent at the time, but good friends, and he was my brother's agent when my brother had the bug. So he told me, he said that people called him, and he gave them my name as a recommendation. So he said, call it. People keep calling me, and they want to hear from you. So I gave him a call and sent him audition tape and got the part for Paul Feliciano.
Saturday's Breeders' Crown at Pocono Downs highlighted the best pacers and trotters.
A mesmerizing performance by Buckeye St. Pat. She wins it by 2 full lengths and defends her crown.
But it's enough talk. Enough talk has won the Breeders' Crown.
Martini on the Rocks has something left to give, and she's going to stun him here. Martini on the Rocks at 30-1.
It's Break the Bank K. Wishing Stone gaining but running out of ground. Break the Bank K. Sears again in the 3-year-old trot. World record for Break the Bank K.
See you at Peelers, still by 2. Idyllic all out. See you at Peelers. Lucky number 13, a Breeders' Crown champion.
Man of Many Missions coming on the outside. Pastor Stephen looking for the line. Man of Many Missions up in time for the upset. It's Big Jim at the rail under left-handed pressure, and Big Jim is going to win the Breeders' Crown.
Impressive Kemp is just dusting him here. Impressive Kemp. Pierce does it again. Impressive Kemp by a length and 3/4.
Vols Hanover is closing on the outside, but it's Dream Fair Eternal who's edging away. Dream Fair Eternal wins the Breeders' Crown.
Put on a show to the line. Put on a show. Hangs on for Tim Tetrick.
Won the West is almost there. Dave Miller won the West. Win the Breeders' Crown. Back-to-back seasons for Won the West.
He's unstoppable. He's untouchable. He's unbeatable tonight. Rock and Roll having a coronation in the Breeders' Crown final. Wins it going away.
So good right now, and it's a shame, I can race him next year. I would like to.
19-4 and still have plenty to spare. Very impressive.
Bruce Saunders, congratulations. You just romped and won the Breeders' Crown with Rock and Roll Heaven.
Up next on HRTV Rewind.
It's been a name I've been waiting to use. I think I picked the right horse.
Well, here is Uncle Mo, and he is indeed the real deal. Too late to get to this good-looking winner. Uncle Mo, he demolished the field. He won by 15 lengths. He won by more than that. And Mountain Town also on the scene late. Mountain Town's got a shot. into the final 16th of a mile. Wiki Jones, Mountain Town, comes roaring up the rail. 8th Avenue roaring down the outside to hit the wire together. Dominus is kicking on late, coming down to the finish. It'll be brother in arms.
Owner Mike Rapoli joined Race Day America with an explanation of Uncle Mo.
I'm a kid from Queens who used to go to the track as a 13-year-old kid, with and without my parents' permission, and just come out here and handicap races. I was a $2 bettor, and you know, I mean, today's a special day. I have 40 friends and family out here. It's a beautiful day at Belmont. Between Aqueduct and Belmont, you know, I spent my childhood here, and to win a Grade 1 on a horse like Uncle Mo, just the potential of it, you know, just makes it for such an exciting day.
And your mom used to scold you for losing that allowance, that $5 a week. Is she with us? Will she be able to make it to the race?
Not only is my mom and my dad there, but my grandmother's out here too. She's 84 years old, which is a big thrill. And they have the HRTV package and the Racing Network, and they watch all the races. And yeah, my mom scolded me when I lost $5, and once in a while I used to sneak $5 out of her wallet. She still doesn't know about that, so if you can keep that between us, I'd appreciate it.
You have some interesting names for your horses. One, Stop Spending Maria, named for your wife. Who is Uncle Mo?
It's funny. Everybody thinks that Uncle Mo, like I have an Uncle Mo, and that's what because I name a lot of my horses after friends and family. But Uncle Mo is a sports term for momentum, and you know, it was a name I always wanted to use, but I never felt confident enough that Rapoli stable had momentum on its side. Todd told me that this was the best 2-year-old in his barn, and it's been a name I've been waiting to use for about 4 years, and knock on wood, I think I picked the right horse.
Uncle Mo, let's see what he's got. He was really softened up, but he does have something left for the final furlong. He's got a 3-length lead. Mountain Town is second, and farther back, I'm stepping up his third. Well, here is Uncle Mo, and he is indeed the real deal. Uncle Mo, under the line, a 5-length winner in a terrific time of 1:34.2.
Another Baffert-Garcia combination was victorious in this week's Claiborne Stakes Showcase.
Our Heat Lightning down toward the rail is 5th as they come to the final furlong, and it is pulling away, AZ Warrior. AZ Warrior, the Californians running away with the Frisette. It is AZ Warrior. Our Heat Lightning, who had a troubled trip, was a good second here, but AZ Warrior, who was geared down in the last 16th of a mile, was a decisive winner here this afternoon.
Also at Belmont this Saturday, the Grade 1 Jamaica handicap on the turf.
Beauchois down the center of the track. Prince Will.I.am getting on track late. Final furlong, and it's Citrus Kid by 3. Citrus Kid, Prince Will.I.am coming with a roaring late run on the far outside, and it is Prince Will.I.am to win the Grade 1 Jamaica.
Okay, so you've done some good work. It's bullet drill time here on Against the Odds, and with some big races in New York. Let's do a little trivia. Name one type of champagne.
Dom Perignon.
Okay, Cristal. I was going to go Cristal.
Okay, that's good.
All right, that works for me.
So I did the
capital city of Jamaica, man.
Jamaica. Oh, that would be Kingston, right?
Kingston, Jamaica. Kingston. I didn't think you'd get that.
Well, I mean, Kingston Trio.
Right.
I remember.
Name
that.
one gallant Bob in racing.
Gallant Bob. The Baffert, Bob Baffert.
All right, you know what, Mr. Indiana himself. I was thinking more along the lines of the late great Bob Lewis.
Oh, well, well.
All right, okay, that's a gallant right. Bob.
Final furlong on even terms, and now Bank Merger puts ahead in front. Roll by Night digs in down inside. Party all night long back to third. Comanero not today. It's Bank Merger's short lead. On the inside, Roll by Night fights on. Bank Merger, Roll by Night. It's Bank Merger.
On October 8th, 2007. The racing world lost a fan favorite in John Henry. HRTV looked back on his record-setting career.
John Henry, who in 1979 came into Ron McAnally's barn with a reputation.
They said he was a little bit nasty, but he was more than a little bit nasty.
He would push the groom around. We had to get to know him pretty good.
John Henry blossomed as an older horse under the guidance of McAnally, and the one-time $1,100 yearling purchase became a force of nature at Santa Anita Park, racing 20 times, winning 11 graded stakes, including 8 Grade 1 races, and in the process, the all-time leading stakes winner at Santa Anita and Oak Tree, with 12 victories, became a fan favorite.
He was a horse that was kicked around when he was young and didn't look like anything, and yet he overcame it all. And I think a lot of people related to that.
He was the blue-collar horse for the blue-collar horsemen. By the time he started really winning any races, he was 5 or 6 years old, and then he just started winning. And the people jammed up against these railings, 10 deep, 20 deep, screaming, "John, John, John, you can do it."
Later in his career, Chris McCarron primarily rode the Gutsy Gelding and was aboard for John's second score in the Arlington Million in 1984. In his 83rd career start, he capped off his last year of racing with a win in the Ballantine Scotch Classic as a 9-year-old.
Here they come to the finish, and here's John Henry in front.
John Henry left the game with 39 wins to his credit as the world's richest racehorse, with over $6.5 million in purses. And in 1990, he was inducted into the Racing Hall of Fame. In retirement, John Henry thrilled his fans once again at the Kentucky Horse Park. Ever the warrior, he fought the odds to live to 32 years of age. And his likeness will serve as a reminder to fans, new and old, that greatness is always within reach.
Coming through the stretch, it's John Henry in front.
That's all for HRTV this week. Here's what you can look forward to next week.
There is an officially cute dog.
Oh my gosh,
look at
this.
that. That's at the Big Fresno Fair.
He's doing pretty well there. I can't believe that. And what happens if there's human error?
Aww,
Look at him.
Look at that.
He loves his owner, boy.
That is so cute.
Oh, how cute.